California system of financing schools is as old-fashioned as gym bloomers. It just isn't as attractive. But for the state administration to use this as an excuse for refusing adequate state support is illogical and irresponsible.
Jess Unruh was a giant in California politics. He was the Speaker of the State Assembly for many, many years. He served as the state treasurer and is probably one of the most highly regarded political leaders of either party in California history.
Here was a guy who had come from nothing. He was born in the panhandle of Texas, grew up during the Depression.
He was a rough character. He was raised in a family that weren't able to get education, yet he went to college.
All of these guys were just guys going to SC on the GI Bill. Got involved in campus politics, ran for student body offices. They were interested in the world, they were interested in politics, they were interested in effectuating change. They ended up making a difference. The Unruh Civil Rights Act was the foremost civil rights legislation in the United States.
The Jess Unruh Institute was important because Jess Unruh was especially interested in young people who were just forming their political interests.
Our goal here at the Unruh Institute is a very straightforward one. Our job is to get USC students more interested, more engaged, and more involved, not only in campaign politics, but in government, in volunteer activities, and in any type of public service that interests them.
The Unruh Institute allows for learning outside of the classroom. It allows for the ability to create a community for people that are interested in politics and government to come together and discuss the important issues of the time. This summer I had the opportunity to work as a press intern in the Senate, and it's been a lot of fun. It's been an eye-opening experience. I've definitely learned a lot about how our government works and how DC operates. I've been a political science major now for 3 years, and I've read countless books on government. But being here for 3 months has just given me a perspective that I don't think I could have received anywhere else.
While you're taking political science classes like constitutional law and things that really provide you a good base to understand politics, the Unruh Institute helps provide the real-world experience. So you can now equate what you're learning in your constitutional law class or your campaign management class to what you're doing in real life for a Congress member or for what you're doing in a nonprofit organization.
So this summer I am interning at Dewey Square Group, which is a political consulting firm based in Los Angeles. I learned how to create Facebook apps. I learned how to write HTML code this summer, and that has just been wonderful to kind of build up not only my resume, but the life skills and job skills that I'm going to have throughout my future to, go on the career path that I want to go on.
I was able to have a position working in City Hall, working for the mayor's office. I work specifically with the ARA project, which is the American Recovery and Restoration Act. It's a way to really branch out and see how politics works in government. The wonderful people that work in the Unruh Institute make the connections for you. It's like having an advocate on your side.
I think the Unruh Institute is important at the USC because it is a central place where people can go to get involved in politics, learn about politics, use it as a resource.
Pay down our debt and pay for this jobs plan in the process.
It's almost like a one-stop shop.
We run an internship program. We run a variety of panel and conference and other types of political discussions, all with the same goal in mind, to show students how they can take what they've learned here at USC and apply it to broader goals relating to politics and government and public service.
Through the McCain election and through getting involved with college Republicans and being a student leader through the Unruh Institute, I was really able to learn more about what I could do after graduation. I'm working right now as the Deputy Press Secretary for Senator Kay Bailey Hutchison from Texas. She's been in the Senate since 1993. The contacts that I made through Unruh really helped me get my initial job out here in DC and then helped me kind of navigate getting onto the Hill. I had interned at the White House before my senior year of college, and that was a wonderful experience. I think by taking advantage of the internship placement and a lot of the other events, students get a lot more out of their classes.
I graduated with a political science major and then a minor in political organizing in the digital age. The campaign that I ended up on was known for a lot of the groundbreaking work that they were doing in the way that they were using new media. USC taught me a lot about initiative. That initiative is really what got me where I am.
I come from a very disadvantaged background. No one in my family had ever gone to college. Out of my 12 brothers and sisters, only one actually graduated from high school. And so it wasn't that I was just naturally involved in politics or even in the community for that matter. So getting to USC and just kind of having that experience, just having amazing mentors, really gave me so many opportunities to develop as a person. I decided to run for office because I thought that I could make a difference for others. Your future is only limited by the size of your dreams.
The Unruh Institute helped me get a better grasp of practical politics. I think in California, you're pretty far from Washington, and granted, there's a lot of issues in the state that need to be addressed, but it's not on the top of everyone's head every day. So Unruh gave me the opportunity to kind of get my feet wet and really kind of dive into the political world.
Today, I am a field organizer with the Janice Hahn for Congress campaign. I'm here because of the Unruh Institute. I interned with Councilwoman Janice Hahn while I was there, and she then brought me on to her congressional campaign, which is where I sit today. I really have honed my political, I guess, desires, if you will, in terms of messaging. And I can honestly say I would not have gotten the same experience or received the same experience if I was not involved with the Unruh Institute.
I tell my students at the end of each semester that I'll do anything I can to help them get started in politics. And what we'll do is we'll create an ongoing cycle of public-minded, civic-spirited USC students willing to go out and make change happen at every level of politics and government.
If you care enough and are persistent enough, you'll make a difference. And the Unruh Institute gives you the opportunity to do that.